Oh my gosh, you can see my sweatpants. It's Cozy Sunday. Thank you for being here with me. There were a few things that I wanted to mention, that I didn't mention before. And I think it'll be like a good kind of recap or whatever um for starting this one. Oh, and first I just want to I'll move these out of the way, but this is one of the giveaway gifts items. There are 10 My Friend Fire like postcards that can be these mini prints, they can be framed. And then a bookmark set and a My Friend Fire linen edition, my favorite. So yeah, let me just get these out of the way and then I'm excited to do the giveaway. Oh yeah, and one of these expansion packs. Okay. Okay, I'm excited. So, um, okay, yay. Glad you guys are here. Oh my gosh, yes, the baby porcupine. I love this size too. Um, anyway. Okay, so yeah, so My Friend Fire in the last one we did like a little overview. We got through these bonus cards, this kind of the structure of the deck, and then we got through the listening suit. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like the suits themselves are kind of like their own mini journeys. Like they tell a story and it's not necessarily like linear. I feel like it's more of a cyclical type of storytelling. And just like I don't know, I just wanted that to also be like something that can be reflected upon or like um part of like information in the reading. And so yeah, so when we went to the listening suit and and so the listening suit shares like different kind of internal ways to listen. Hi Lulu, good morning. um so yeah, the listening suit shares like different ways to like listen, like to deep listen. Um and I really love this suit because like I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it was a challenge to like illustrate a deck with like really like heavy potent questions, but like not make it too cutesy. Like I really don't like that word, like cute. I don't like my work. I don't know. I don't want to be associated with like cute, but like it just, we got a baby porcupine and he had to stay in there, But anyway, there's just like some that have really kind of like hard, deeper themes. And so like illustrating them in a way that still like I need the bright colors. Like I need something that's gonna like kind of bring me out of my bubble a little bit to like be curious and explore. So anyway, per usual, I'm gonna be all over the place. But yeah, I just want to say that about the listening suit and just about the suits in general. And you're probably gonna notice a theme in the suits as we get through them is that like they usually start off kind of slow, like slow and gently, like moving towards like action. Um, and I do have a video I recorded from my Patreon where when I was creating the suits, and I think I'm gonna try to find it, see if I could make it public and share it with you in the description below. So yeah, I am excited. We are about to venture into the nourishment suit. Um, I hope my sweatpants aren't distracting. We're good, right? I mean, it's a Sunday. I had a long work day yesterday. um, okay. So yeah, so the nourishment suit has like a pretty like special place in my heart because of like just what I was going through in my life at the time. Like it was just like, okay, thank you, Augustina. um, and yeah, wishing a cozy Sunday for everybody. um, yeah, so nourishment was it has a special place in my heart because it really came together when I was going through a period of really trying to figure out what was going on with my body physically, and like it seemed like all the steps along the way were like reminding me that I needed to like nourish and, fill my cup and trust. And so I'm gonna go through each card to this very beloved suit. And yeah, so our first card, our first card, we start with trust. And this is Buster. We had we had like a we had a thing on my Patreon where everyone submitted cat photos. And it was very hard to choose one, but Buster made it on here. And this is a fellow deck creator's cat, which makes me really happy. Um but so yeah, we start nourishment with trust, and I feel like it's really important, like, I don't know, I think just like in my own like process of healing and tuning in with myself and just like accepting the unknown, uh and like also just like trusting that well, I don't want to repeat words from another card, but like we're just gonna start this with trust. And I want to keep it simple, like as simple as this art is, it's like a cat who's just like fully trusting on giving you belly. And I feel like it was just like a good kind of energy to embody for like the start of the nourishment journey, and to also feel like, yeah, like we deserve to feel this like simple but very powerful and full um trust. And that can be trust in whatever you need to feel trusted. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. And and then we have fill your cup. This art went through so many different versions. My Patreon got to see all of those versions, and it was really help. Hey, Tatiana! Yay! Oh my gosh. Um, Thank you all for being here. Um, yeah, so we're just getting through the nourishment suit. And yeah, so this card had many iterations. At one point it was just these ptarmigan in the blueberries, but I really felt like I needed a human element to like connect more deeply and embody the message of this card. Um and I'm really thankful. This is I was able to receive like modeling help from another person in my Patreon. And I don't know, it just feels really special because I know I'm gonna be raving about my Patreon a lot, but it's just like it's like my like safe space, and like just such like place of support that I can't even describe how much it means to me. But anyway, so if it's really special to me that the figure here is a fellow Patreon member. Ooh, I got a question coming in. Tatiana says, love the physical flow of fill your cup. How did you come up with that specific pose? Um, I believe, well, I sent some reference photos to the model, and then they were just like super free. So this was definitely inspired. Like I gave them the kind of the prompt, and then they just like sent me a ton of poses, like a ton of photos, and then I chose this one. And I just love that there's like this energy coming down with the palm facing down, and then like this swooping up with like the energy facing up, and it's almost like earth and sky and darkness and light and just flowing and dancing with it. So yeah, I I'm really happy with this one, and the little blueberries and the tundra flowers are just kind of a nod to my time and life in Unalaska, which is where the Gentle Tarot was created. And yeah, just the tundra in general. If you have a chance to go lie down and roll around in it, it definitely fills your cup. Okay, and now we're at play as medicine, and we had a question last time, um, asking why are there doubles and like which one came first. So play as medicine was definitely a card that needed to be in this deck, and this was the first illustration. Well, the final version, because this also went through a lot of versions. But like I said earlier, I was just like I didn't want like I needed a human element, and also this was, like, too cute that I almost took it out of the deck completely, but, Kickstarter backers and Patreon members both were like, "No, don't take that one out." So I decided, like, once we got to the final printing stage that there was space to have doubles if we really wanted them, so I decided to keep both, and so I feel like a lot of times with these cards, um like, the concept has to be drafted, like, so many times, and it takes a really long time to finally get somewhere that feels good to me, and so this is where I landed, personally. You have the option to choose either or keep both in your deck, um, but I felt like I just wanted something that really touched my like, something that I could feel myself in the card, you know? And, this one is probably very much inspired by my personal story and building tree houses in the orange orchard growing up, and being barefoot and running through the mud. And yeah, so I wanted joy, and there's also some similarities here. Like I kept these kind of energy bubbles and these birds, so I like that there's, like, similarities in the 2, so it's not, like, a total big contrast, but these are details that are probably easily missed, when comparing the 2. But anyway, I'm always curious, like, what people do with these, like, if you have a favorite, if you leave one in, or if you swap them out routinely. But I would love to know what, what your favorite ones are, um, and okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to cross my legs here. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Here we go. Um, Zenden Tarot. You did not miss a lot. We just got through a few cards in the nourishment suit. And it will be available for replay. But thank you for being here. um, Okay, Augustina says, I love them both and like the two lovers cards. I keep both in the deck. They have different vibes. Thanks. Yeah, no, I appreciate hearing what you do with them. And um yeah, I'm just always curious. I feel like I usually end up leaving them because I forget. Um but the lovers card is a sensitive one for me. So I usually try to just keep the lovers or the butterflies. Okay. Sorry for all the throat clearing. Um, hi, the more intuitive me and Santa Tarot. Um, hi. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, I get nervous, but I'm really happy. I have a big smile on my face. Okay, so the next card is breathe, and um, this is like another kind of slow down type card. Um, and the art on this one is pretty simple, but I wanted it to be like immersive in a way. Like the green, I just feel like that fresh energy, like that life green of fresh growth, just filling your lungs and like just like this breeze. It's like not a crazy breeze, but there is movement. And I feel like the movement in the air also gives life to the plants, to us, to the ecosystems, and um yeah, so this one, thanks, Tatiana. Tatiana says it literally fills my chest with freshness. Thank you. I feel like every time I pull it, I just take the deepest breath, and yeah, it's a feels like a good reminder to like slow down and breathe. I don't know how many we're gonna get through today, so we'll just see. But I love I love your comments and questions, so keep them coming. Okay, this card was the very first card I illustrated for the deck. It was interesting because this deck had been brewing for years. It was after our pocket deck and full size guidebook Gentle Tarot Kickstarter, which was our biggest Kickstarter s- uh, at the time. And it was just like this endless fulfillment marathon. I fully enjoyed it, but like by the end, I was like just ready for a total break. And a friend of mine invited me to take a train from Anchorage to Fairbanks, and I'd never done it before. It was the fall, it was beautiful, and I feel and it's like on the train, there's no reception, and it was just like a really like disconnect, recharge, and then like the very next day, I was just having a long evening in bed, and this is the one that came up, and I also just was like I had a friend that was going through some medical stuff, and I just um this just came up, and I don't know, it just felt like such a calm, like giving image for the deck, for the first card of the deck. And it was the only illustration for a long time, but like I thought this was actually going to be on the cover of the box. I don't know. What do you think? Would that would have been cool? Maybe for the second printing. But anyway, so this card really wants to communicate like this fluid transfer. Obviously the sending and receiving, but like I wanted it to convey that kind of connection where it's like across the physical plane where we have support and our energy does move, and it makes a difference, and just like being able to nourish up in that way, whether it's like a actual something that we're receiving or if it's just like energetic or in our thoughts and something we can tap into no matter what, like no matter where we are or who we have contact with or not, like feeling this kind of support, even with ourselves and life and the universe. Um, and Augustina says it was so moving when I first saw this image. I still have that first sticker you gave out. Thanks, Augustina. That was so many years ago. Um, oh my gosh, was that at the book signing where we met in person, maybe? I don't even know what year that was. Um, Yay. Yeah, this one will forever be special. And then we have ecosystem. I think I've heard someone on YouTube say that they think this is me, but this is not me. Um, I had a family member be a model, and she had recently had her first baby, and um anyway, the photos she sent me were just like so calm and so loving and so just like in place. And I really wanted this card to feel like that, like at home, just like in just outside in the natural world, and also like with our fox friend. And I feel like, oh, I don't even the okay, I'm gonna break out with the dream with uh the new guidebook, just for reference when I reference the gentle tarot. But I feel like kind of anytime I bring in a fox energy, like for me, the symbolism is always kind of related to our fox friend in the Five of Thunder. This is one of my favorite cards in the Gentle Tarot, and I just love I love the support um of this fox friend, and just like being able to pass your load and have that like relationship and connection, with our natural environment. So that fox friend shows up here. Thanks for liking the book. This is a sample, it's not the final. So don't worry, it's not out yet. You're not behind or anything. It's I still need to make some revisions on it. But yeah, so I just wanted that kind of also have that Five of Thunder energy, like, I will carry your load. There's nothing to carry. Just be and feel the support of your ecosystem. Um, Zenden Tarot says, love this card so much. The colors are beautiful. Thank you. Um, I really wanted like flora from just being out in field camp when I had my salmon job. And so these are all local flowers. And the alder trees or bushes, I don't know what they are, but they're big and beautiful and just like such a symbol of summer for me. Um, yeah. The more intuitive me says, I don't have your deck. I'm sad to say because I love the art. I struggle with animal energy, so it's helpful to hear your thoughts on the cards. Thank you for doing this. Yeah, no, and please feel free to like ask any questions about them. I totally understand like struggling with animal decks. And I didn't want this to be a heavily animal deck. Like I tried to include as much like human figure energy like in the cards. I don't know what the count is between like fully animal or with people in them, but I'm actually curious. Like I don't want to do the count. Um, but yeah, thank you for being here, for being interested. I feel like a little side note about my friend Fire. I had someone show up at the farmers market booth yesterday and they were like, I'm completely new. I want to wait for your new gentle tarot, but like you also have my friend Fire. Like which one is more beginner friendly? And it was an interesting question because I feel like this deck, like even when I was just using the prototype, it just feels a lot easier for me to read with. Because it doesn't have, like the traditional kind of tarot structure or suits or like the seed, root, flower harvest and things where like you kind of have to already maybe know a little bit of information. But I don't know, I feel like the readings I get with this one is it's just like feels very direct. Um but anyway, maybe we'll do a card pull at the end. I don't know. Um but yeah, thank you for being here, and I hope this helps, and feel free to ask any questions. Um my body, my earth is such a it's such a big card, um, for for me, and like I said, this was made when I was going through, like, my own kind of process with physical things, and, yeah, and I feel like I don't know if it was Tatiana in Patreon, but somebody w or maybe it was Seeds and Sprouts, but anyway, this is, like, kind of mud, earth in the background, and then this is kind of like a pressure point massage that I don't know when it was recommended to me, but I always find myself doing it, and this card is really about nourishing and listening to your body, but I feel like it's more of an action card. It's like maybe not just think about it, but make a little like gentle effort to just do something and take a moment, even if it's like a deep breath. But like I just felt like I wanted a card that was specifically like bringing the focus to the physical body. Um, and then we have water here, just like symbolic of like just like the percentage. Like, we're made up of such a high percentage of water and, like, did you use a model for the hands? Yes, these are my hands. These are my hands. I love drawing hands, and I'm always happy to use models. Sometimes it's middle of the night, and there's just me around, but, yeah, definitely. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to bring in water, like, energy into this card because it's like water. And, like, our cells are it's like I just feel like water is, like, not just, like, a life source, but I feel like the fluidity of water and, like, it's a reminder that, like, we are also constantly cycling and, like, rebirthing and can, like, just, like, bring that love into our bodies whenever I mean, hopefully often. Um, Augustina says drawing hand stresses me out. Aw. I'm sorry. Um Maybe we can all do a drawing sesh together sometime. Um, but yeah, just to maybe not have the stress there. But um yeah, and I feel like these rainbows also came in just like uh I mean I love rainbows, I love rainbows and I like to kind of relate them to like the spirit realm also, but just like the magic and transformation, but, like, also, like, honoring who we are, and so I feel like there's also, like, this element of, like, I don't wanna say boundaries, but, like, standing firm in, like, making the space for yourself. Um, I feel like there's more to say about this. There's probably more to say about all these cards. I'm trying to move along because I don't even know how many we're gonna get through, but, so roots, here we have a card that has a very different kind of illustration type compared to the rest of the deck. Um, thanks for liking this card, the more intuitive me. Um, this has like I mean, the whole point of Mind from Fire is I wanted to create illustrations that speak for themselves and where you don't like, have to go to the guidebook right away. I really prefer if people like do what they need to do with the cards themselves first, like give it some time before you read the guidebook. So I never know how much to share about this, but basically the this card is titled Roots and yes, the tree hugger when I was going through my own like recovering from surgery and things, I was going to my favorite park as often as I could, and I would just hug the trees. So this is inspired by that, but also just like that feeling when it's like you're carrying whatever you're carrying and sometimes you don't even know that you have like a wound right at the surface, but then you hug a tree and sometimes you just can cry or like and feel that joy, that like real, like raw connection with like this other living being that feels like they're just so supportive and caring. Um, and also the way that I drew like this kind of alive connection, and having these little kind of spirit energy balls also like on the center of the person, like through the tree. I wanted it to feel alive and like and moving. Um, okay, fluid stream is so this nourishment card was inspired by um like connecting with ancestors, and that ancestors, I feel like it's kind of a complicated word to use. I wish I had another word, but because I know that that can mean different things for different people, but just like I guess what I wanted to embody is um like the energy and the life that came before us, whether it's, human form or plant form or just on the earth, and like just like our relation to the whole um timeline. But this one is supposed to be like either underwater or in the sky. And it's I don't know. I guess when you swim underwater and it's a whole other world. And I always feel like water has a way of making me feel very connected in that kind of ancestral way. Um so yeah, that's where the imagery for this one came up, and these little energy things, little spirit energy balls, are also exactly like our roots. So they're different, like they have a different energy, but kind of a similar kind of calling for connection. This one is definitely like physical in the now and like receiving that support, and like, yeah, they remember you can hug a tree too. Um, yeah, just and this one is kind of a little bit like reflective in a way, and um also like understanding that you also don't have to think too much or get into those complexities to feel supported. And then the more intuitive me says I love the orbs. And Augustina says I agree the word ancestors can carry a lot of weight. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I hope that, yeah, and I want these to be like as open as possible. And like that's why I recommend like not using the booklet at first, because it can be, whatever feels good to you. Okay, we're getting to the last card in the nourishment suit, and this is free to be. And this one has a connection to the gentle tarot with our I don't know if you've noticed these connections. Um, but it has kind of a connection to our seven of stones. Also the final book is gonna open up all the way. This is just like a sample. So that's not gonna be a problem. But yeah, so I wanted this kind of gentle tarot connection, and just like not it's almost like after Flip Mouse says, "Morning, I slept and made it though." Yay, thanks for being here, and yay to sleeping in. It's the best. So yeah, from our seven of stones, like after like resting and reassessing, this card came up, and it's particularly special to me. I don't know how much personal information to share on here, but um I came out to my family during the creation of this deck, and it just felt like the first time that I can openly express that part of me, and like just not hide anymore. Um so yeah. this card is a reflection on like nourishing like your like what it means to feel like yourself and to be completely free in that. Um yeah. So I feel like it was also kind of a changing point for like my work in general where I was like, okay, like now I can, also be free in my creations and art. Um yeah. Sherry says, God bless your brave soul. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, took me a it took me a long time to get there. Okay. So I want to keep going. I know we only have 15 minutes left, but I do want to keep going. I'm wondering, otherwise we're gonna have like 5 sessions of these deep dives, which maybe that's okay. Um, but I want to get through a little bit more. I don't know, would that be weird if we only got through half of it? Probably would be weird if we only got through half of a suit or something. Well, maybe we'll stop. Maybe we'll stop and we'll keep this for the next session. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I feel like I love every suit so much. Um, but maybe we should start with the giveaway. Okay, Augustina says I think more sessions is totally okay. All right. Um, okay, so yeah, maybe we should do the giveaway and then thank you, the more intuitive me. Says I'm happy to join as many sessions as possible. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's do it then. We're gonna keep these long and just get into them. Um, I have so much to share. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. And then yeah. Okay, Augustina says I love hanging out here. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna do the giveaway. The way it works is um we have how many do we got here? We have one more prize than last time. Let me put this one away. Um we have one more prize than last time. Okay, so we got a bookmark set. We got a postcard set. I think there's only 8 here, but there will be 10 total. My partner just like rushed up to the house to get them before we started. But these are the postcards slash mini prints, and or maybe they're all here. I'm not counting, but there are 10. Um, and then we have a Lux Linen My Friend Fire, which is my favorite version of the deck. And then we have this expansion pack, which I feel like should have its own video because I think I titled it wrong. It's not really a My Friend Fire expansion pack. It's just a card spread pack. Um, that can be used with any deck. And yeah, so it's 12 cards. Okay, so the way we do it is I'm gonna pull some Gentle Tarot cards and you basically put a card in the comments and then I'm gonna pick a card and whoever gets closest to the card that I pull gets the prize. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Seed Edition Black Cord because that's my favorite. And yay! Okay, thank you for putting your votes. Yeah, if everyone can just choose one card and then if you want to help me figure out who got closest the to the winning card. Um okay. And then if you happen to win and like you already have the thing that I'm giving away, like we can talk about it and get you something that you don't have. And then if you're international, I will have to If the shipping is more than $15, I will have to ask for a little bit of help covering any extra shipping. Okay. Okay. Does everybody have their votes in? Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, flip mouse, you can change to 8 of cups. So we have 7 people with cards. We have 19 people watching. So I don't know if you wanna if anyone else wants to add their card to the chat. I'm gonna start pulling. Okay, here we go. And this first one is for the postcard set. What? That doesn't count. That's not even a card. That's an altar card, but how crazy is that? Okay. Um, we have the 8 of Thunder. Who? How's it going? What do we know who won? I'm horrible at this. Um, if you can put the person's let me see. Yeah, 9 of Swords, right? Because this is the 8 of Thunder. Okay, sharing shenanigans. Congrats. Right? That's right, right? Okay, so congratulations. I'll be sending you these in the mail. And if you win, if you could email me, I will put the email in the description once the video is posted and you can send me your mailing address. Yay. Okay. Next, or I guess the next one is for the bookmarks. And we got the 6 of Cups. Is that gonna be flip mouse because you changed to 8 of Cups? I can't even see the whole chat anymore. Also, I wish this was like a video where I could hear your voices and stuff cuz yeah, the chat feels so quiet. I mean, cuz I can't hear you. Um okay. Okay, congrats flip mouse. You won a My Friend Fire magnetic bookmark set. I'm excited to send it to you. And then we're gonna do the My Friend Fire. 2 of Stones. Who do we got? Are there any? Wait, Zendentero. You got it, right? You like chose this card exactly. Yeah, yay. Wow, congrats. You got the Lux Linen edition, my favorite edition. Um, awesome. Okay. Yay. All right. Wow. I wish I had like 20 prizes. I love giving away gifts. Okay, so next is for the expansion or like card spread pack. It will be a new one, not this one. Um, and let's see. We got the 6 of Stones. Oh yeah, there's one more. This is the last one. Uh, who got the 6? Close to the 6 of Stones. I'm lost. It's funny because last time we had like all majors, which was really trippy. Um, oh, Three of Stones. Did I say something else? I'm probably reading the chat and speaking when I shouldn't be. Um, oh, do we know who won? Okay, I'll pick another one. Did someone pick Flower of Stone? Or are we picking again? Okay, I'm just gonna pull another card. Eight of Stones. What the? Oh, smelling I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Yay. Well, I guess that wraps up our deep dive. Thank you for hanging out with me. I don't even want to go. But yeah, I'm really excited. Um I'm excited for everything. I can't wait our seed edition Kickstarter to ship. There's so many things. And now we know how long these deep dives are. So we're gonna do it looks like we're gonna do one do per session maybe. Um and then yeah. So I'll go ahead and get these mailed out. I'll put my email address so you can send me your info. And I don't even want to go, but I guess I'll go. And then hopefully be back soon. It is a little hard because now that I'm working at the farmers market, Saturdays are completely taken. But Sunday was good. I will hopefully be back soon, and I'll let you know in the newsletter. And oh, thank you. I'm sending you all so much love also. And I have no words just for how grateful I am that you are part of my community. And yeah, okay. I don't want to go, but I want to go. I wish I could can I just share with you the view outside? Because the sun just came out. This is, and then I'll go. But it's like, it hasn't been sunny and now it's sunny. Anyway, maybe you can hear some birds. But yeah. It's my dream to like have like a gathering or like retreat here one day. But I don't know how far in the future that would be. Anyway, friends. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sending you so much love. I look forward to the next one. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments once this is posted, and I can answer them in the next one. Okay.